Android versus iPhone comparison. There are many iPhones and Android smartphones in the market, giving rise to confusion over which one can be chosen. There have been lots of debates, discussions about whether Android or an iPhone is the best buy. I believe an Android phone is better than an iPhone. The following are the reasons as to why an Android phone is better than an iPhone. 1. Selection. There are numerous Android phones and deciding on a specific Android phone is dependent on many factors like storage, operating system, quality of camera, display screen, color, etc. 2. Personalization. Android is the best choice if one wants a customized mobile. A third-part app can be installed if one doesn't like the standard keypad. Android phone lets one customize their predictive text on messages, has cloud storage for all pictures, a health app, third-party keyboards, swipe texting, etc. 3. Hardware. This is one of main reason for a clear-cut argument between Android and iPhone. Focusing on two current flagship Android and iPhone mobiles, one can get better clarification over the argument. Following is the comparison. Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge, Android. RAM 4GB, screen size 5.5-inch, screen resolution 2560x1440, screen type AMOLED IPS, pixel density 534 pixels per inch, size 150.9 by 72.6 by 7.7 mm, weight 5.54 ounces, 157 grams, wireless, fast charging yes, 3.5 mm jack, yes, front facing camera 5 megapixels, operating system Android 6.0, Marshmallow, processor octa-core 2.3 GHz, Exynos 8890. Apple iPhone 7 Plus, iPhone. 3GB, 5.5-inch, 1920x1080, 401 pixels per inch, 158.2x77, 9 by 7.3 mm, 6.63 ounces, 192 grams, no 7 megapixels, iOS 10 quad-core 2.3 GHz, Apple A10 Fusion. Based on the above comparison, Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge, launched 6 months earlier than Apple iPhone 7 Plus, is of better quality when it comes to hardware. 4. The Google Play Store. Compared to Apple App Store, submitting an app to Google App Store is a lot more feasible, as Apple goes through a tedious process of checking whether your app so submitted follows their guidelines or not. This process can prevent malware associated by downloading an app. On the other hand, Apple denies your app entry into the App Store if chevron symbol has been used in the wrong way, thereby aiming at creating a perfect app. However, submitting an Android-built app to Google's App Store is much easier than that in Apple, making it less stressful and easier to create an app. 5. Widgets and multitasking. Widgets are a huge plus to Android than iOS, as the apps implemented are limited at iOS, as they can be added only at the notification center. Notably, Apple does not have any widgets at the home page in order to declutter, while all sorts of widgets like custom clock, weather, alarms, phone call, email, messages, flashlight, etc. are a favorite at Android and can be arranged on the home screen as per one's choice. Multitasking on Android is very easy to use than at iPhone. Multitasking on Apple is somewhat useful and has not been implemented properly, while multitasking on Android has been useful for quite a long time. That makes it a winner over Apple iPhones. 6. Expanded memory specification. Many Android phones have expandable memory that an iPhone doesn't have. Instead, Apple would need an extra investment to upgrade any of their phones from 16 GB to 32 or 64 GB micro SD card into iPhone. Considering this, Android is again a winner. 7. Removable battery. Several of the Android phones have a removable battery that can be replaced with a generic battery of liking. While that is not the case in using Apple iPhones, as one owning it has to visit an Apple store. Some of the Android phones like LG G5 offer a separate battery for use. 8. Durability. Most of the Android phones are durable, as they are made of tough plastic or polycarbonate than iPhones that are mostly aluminium based. Based upon all the above comparisons, buying an Android phone is more advantageous than buying an iPhone. Finally, considering the market share, the market size of Android phones is more than iPhones. So it's better to own an Android phone than an iPhone. Now I know.